Greetings, Marina Orms here with your Astro Vibe for Friday, March 7th. The moon goes into Cancer just about 8:28 a.m. And that is Pacific time. So in the morning, the moon shifts from airy, mental Gemini, focused on learning and thinking and communication, into caring Cancer. So Cancer is a water sign, and water has to do with energy. It has to do with feelings, with the intangible. So it's the way that we feel things that is not necessarily rational or logical, but the way that we are processing energy inwardly. And Cancer very specifically has to do with caring, with nurturing, mothering, feelings, emotions. So it's that way that you heal through a hug, right? It's not a pill, it's not a procedure, but just a hug, right? So what is a hug? A hug is very intangible, but very powerful, if in the right time and place, obviously, with that caring energy, that energy of love, of just expressing or communicating or conveying, hey, I care. And so we want to do that for ourselves when the moon is in Cancer, right? Give yourself a metaphorical hug. So what does that look like for you? How can you do something nice for yourself? Bring in some flowers, give yourself some flowers, or spruce up your place just so it's nurturing for you. Maybe, clean your kitchen so that you have that experience of nurturing, of just having the space to create, to be, to feel. Or maybe you're not feeling up to doing any of those things. Maybe that feels like an output of energy that you can't handle right now. So, what does that look like for you, right? What do you need? Do you need to just cuddle up on the couch? Do you need to be outside? Do you need to rest, right? So, and obviously, in our modern world, can't necessarily do all the things you need or want all the time, but how can you do it in little ways? How can you do it in little ways that plants that seed that says, I care about myself? I'm taking this moment. Even in the middle of a busy day, you can take a break, take a pause, right? A deep breath. You can look out the window. You can see what weather is doing or nature is doing. What are the birds doing? Take that moment of self-acknowledgement, of acknowledgement that you have needs. When you take a meal break, right? Sit down, really take in the food you are eating, and affirm that it is nurturing. It is feeding you. And when you take that extra moment energetically to take in that nurturing, I think it can go in deeper, right? Because it's not just on the physical level, we're also taking it in a positive way emotionally. So, great day to think about how you can give yourself a hug. What that looks like and feels like might be different from person to person in what that looks and feels like. It might be different for you from day to day, right? So, what is it you need today? And how can you listen to yourself, tune in with yourself and your feelings? And if you have some emotions, maybe giving yourself time and space to feel them. So, what is nurturing to you? Listening to music, spending some time with a good book. These are all some ideas. So think about what that looks like, feels like to you, and how you can give yourself that moment of caring the same way that, the energy of mothering and caring for a child is just so natural, right? I mean, nothing is ever perfect, right? But that those moments of when, if you've cared for a child, those moments when you've just had that instinct to be that caring presence, to be supportive. And it might not be a child, right? It could be another human being of any any stripes or flavor. So what is that? Just thinking about a moment when you were there for another person, or another person was there for you, what that feels like, and then opening to how can you bring that in for yourself? What does self-care look like for you today? All right. Thanks for being here. I'm Marina Orms, and you can learn more about me and how to book a reading with me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you for being here and showing your support by subscribing to this YouTube channel. Your likes, your shares, your comments, all of that supports my work, and I so appreciate it. Doesn't cost a thing, and hopefully easy for you to do. So I really appreciate the support, and thanks for being here. Check out yesterday's video about the first quarter moon, some great thoughts there, and I'll be back with you tomorrow with more on the Cancer moon joining up with Mars in Cancer. I'll see you then, and bye for now.